Alright guys, this is how we start our next foreign journey. Start the engine, foot on brake pedal. Okay, I can do that. Alright. And then, what's going on here? This makes total sense. I've never seen a car like this, but you literally just press the button from drive to reverse. And if you want to stop, bring that parking brake up. Well, that is very different. I can honestly count on one hand the amount of times that I've used a parking brake in my 7 years of driving over in the US, but here we are. Here's the whip for the day. We got a Citroen Cactus. This is the next step in our big European journey. We're in Iceland. We're about to go pick up John. He's like 45 minutes away at the other airport. I'm here in downtown Reykjavik. I think that's a good pronunciation of it. I'm getting good at this. So we are about to go drive this thing about 45 minutes away. And then we're gonna explore Iceland for the day if I can figure out how to drive and navigate. They don't drive on opposite sides of the road. They do drive how they do in the US, so at least I have that going for me. So just got to John's hotel. It is incredibly windy in here. We got this car packed more than a clown car. There's 3 bags totally filling the back. But John, I wanna see if you can figure out how to drive this car real quick. It took me a good 2 minutes to figure this out. I'm probably dumb and it's not that hard, but.
It's got paddle shifters.
So the key, you probably need the key first.
Yeah. This is just the e-brake, huh? This is not the actual gear lever. It's unreal.
I'll give you a hint. You do need to put the key in.
Oh, it is a. Oh, I thought it was like a. I just assumed it was so. Okay, so neutral, drive. They were good, right? Drive back.
All right, fair enough.
Let's get the intro scene of this.
That was the wind closing the door. This is unbelievable. The ocean is right there, so there's nothing stopping the wind. John is kindly driving right now. Some much needed background information for you guys, because you knew the first half of this trip I was going to be in Amsterdam for 4 or 5 days, one of those, I couldn't remember, but I was telling you that I wasn't going to reveal what it was, but the second half of this trip was going to be like epic beyond words. And to be truthful, this is not my brainchild. This is totally John's idea, correct? How long have you known about this?
2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years. We're only going to be in Iceland for 1 day. We're leaving tomorrow morning and we are flying out to extreme remote eastern side of Greenland, and we are going to be ice fishing for the Greenland shark. Now, me saying that, I don't even truly know what that means. I'm sure many of you don't even know what a Greenland shark is. John, can you provide some background information on a Greenland shark? I've done some research, but I'm no expert.
First and foremost, for your audience, read them the email that our guide sent me this morning.
Oh yeah.
He got us some bait. He went to the bait store and got us some bait.
This guy went to the bait store. So he's just totally vague. He goes, hey John, yes, everything is fine. I went out hunting yesterday, so we have some bait for the shark. Don't know what they hunted. Going to the hut later today with first load of gear and food. You have rods and strong fishing line with you. So shark is the goal, obviously. We might go after some halibut or some other smaller fish, but the whole idea of this trip is that, like, me and John both, I've grown much more into this, like, getting myself out of my comfort zone. John is the same way too. This trip is going to absolutely, like, to say it puts us out of our comfort zone is an understatement. Pretty sure this is a village of maybe 1,000 people that are all native Inuits to Greenland. John, there's no electricity, correct?
Not to where we're going on the time.
Yeah, no electricity where we are. The guy that lined all this up is actually going to have to bring a generator in order for us to film and have power just to charge our camera equipment and everything like that. So I wish I could tell you guys more about what's going to happen over these next couple videos, but it's going to be as much of a mystery as it is to you guys that it is to me. I don't think that was proper English, but we're gonna roll with it. Today, however, is all about Iceland, because this is an absolutely amazing bucket list place for so many people. We're not gonna be able to see too much of the island today. We're gonna explore like the touristy, like Golden Circle places, see some waterfalls, geysers, like the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, some geothermic spas, like what do they call those?
Hot springs, right?
Hot springs, yeah, that's the normal word for it, not geothermic spa. I don't know why I said that. We're kind of out, we're not in Chicago anymore. We're a little out of our comfort zone. Look at this. It's like the moon.
It's like easy, like we're not even on Earth.
Yeah, this is an extremely interesting place, and we're only going to be able to scratch the surface of it today. We're just stopping out for lunch quick. This is downtown Reykjavik. This is kind of like the main street. Definitely not a big town at all. There's only 330,000 people that live in Iceland altogether, and it's not a tiny country. It's decent size. So this is it. This is the downtown.
Those clam and meat.
So here's our lunch. We all got soup and a bread bowl. This soup and bread bowl is like $5 in the US. It's $20 here. Iceland is crazy, crazy expensive, but it's really good. Like the water's incredible. Everything is very good. So we just had our wonderful, amazing bread bowl lunch. The meat stew was excellent, top tier. The first spot we are going to stop at is Pingvellir. I don't know. All I know is that it's where the Mid-Atlantic Ridge comes up onto land, actually. Basically, it's two continents splitting apart. It's the European and American continent. It's where they meet. I'm pretty sure they're splitting apart, but don't quote me on that. So here's this first spot. Do you remember this? What's this called?
No, you're the one that head started this whole thing. I have no idea what all I know is we're on the Golden Circle. See, where the two plate tectonics meet from, I don't know, North America and where else? Europe?
Yeah. So we're on what's called the Golden Circle. It's just like a cool trail of like a lot of sights to be seen. Still very windy here, but right there.
Oh, that's pretty sick. So technically it's
I'm pretty positive that's Europe over there, and that this right here is North America. And they're constantly separating from each other. New rocks are being brought up. Yeah, that's east. And there's a giant lake here too. It's like, look at the water. She's ripping, yeah?
Yeah, oh my God.
You got some awesome European apparel going on.
This is straight out of Sweden. You're straight out of Compton, I'm straight out of Sweden.
Oh, oh my God, the water. Dude, it's just like Niagara Falls. You just get misted. We've made it to our second stop along this trip, the Gullfoss waterfall. I don't know, I just know it's a giant, absolutely incredible, famous waterfall here in Iceland. I want to pop up my drone so badly, but there's plenty of signs that say no. How's the wind?
This is how the wind is. I'm getting out my down jacket.
Oh my God.
Wow,
I have never felt wind this strong in my entire life. It's like a good 25 degrees.
Yeah.
This is stiff, like 40, 50 mile-per-hour winds.
Yeah.
I've never felt wind this strong. Combined with the mist.
Like, look at this. I'm
like, I would fall over. So like
leaning back at the moment. Look at that.
Dude, this audio is gonna be so trash. Oh my God. I can't even keep my eyes open. No, I'm just making the funniest faces throughout this whole experience right now.
I know, dude, it's painful.
These falls are amazing, but this is extremely painful. These falls are absolutely beautiful, but we still have a lot to see, a lot to cover. This wind is pretty unbearable. My lens is all iced up and everything too. This is incredible, but we have seen it. Time to go. We're at our third spot now, which is a bunch of geysers and bubbling mud. I feel like we're ripping through all these things like way too quickly.
No drones, buddy. No drones.
That's actually, I was like most excited to fly my drone at these locations. Oh well. But I don't think we're quite appreciating it as much as we should, because I don't know where else in the world you can see such like natural phenomenons like so close to each other as well. Like, I've never seen a geyser before. I've seen waterfalls that big before, never been in a hot spring. Like, these are all just incredible things that we're getting to experience here. I know we were talking about the wind a lot at that spot. It's still windy here, but not nearly as bad. But that waterfall was absolutely unbelievable. I couldn't talk much there because of the wind, so all I was focusing on was like going like this in the wind. What do we got here, John?
We've got a geyser, basically your I don't know, it's like your beginner's guide to geysers, I suppose. Welcome to Geyser. It shows you all the different types of geysers and how high they go, and I don't necessarily know what kind of geysers we're dealing with here, but I'm assuming they're pretty legit-y.
Oh, look at, see? The Icelandic Ridge cuts it in two parts, moving away from each other 2 centimeters per year. I've been blessed to travel around a lot of areas of the country, not so much overseas, but a lot of areas in the US, and this is something that's truly amazing and unique. Don't exactly know what that is, but it looks awesome. Oh, look at how clear that is. Here's the main geyser right here. I'm gonna wait until it blows up. Should any minute now. I just had to look for the funky pants to find you.
I almost gave you the middle finger, but I didn't want to do that to your viewers.
Kind of a beat nut, honestly. Well, We were just sitting there for a good 5 minutes waiting for it to blow, and my camera died legitimately 2 seconds before it blew. We went back to the car, got new batteries, warmed up a bit. Oh, whoop. It's doing like half cents. Bingo, we got it. Second time's a charm. First time my camera died. It's a lot less windy here. I think that is cooler than the waterfall in the Atlantic Rift spot. That was incredible. I've never seen a geyser before. So John and I just saw the geyser, and then we went across the street to this big store here. There's like a souvenir shop restaurant. Went to the bathroom, and we thought, what better to celebrate our day in Iceland than with this right here? You got the traditional Icelandic sweater. We basically looked for the loudest thing we could find. I really don't think there's a better option. I mean, this is beautiful. John is the same one. You'll see it in a second, but like there's some t-shirts with horses on them. There's a Viking sweater, but there's nothing better than the traditional Icelandic sweater right here. Perfect for Christmas parties. You roll the turtleneck up. It's beautiful. And John's got one too.
I might opt
in the green pants.
I might opt for a different one. Mine's a little small. Like I'm all for looking fruity, but like this is. I don't know about this. Or maybe I just roll up the sleeves.
Yeah, that's much better. Nice. With the green pants too.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Bjorn.
John and I just sat out there for a solid 10 minutes trying to take the most epic Instagram picture of all time. I think we succeeded, but wow, was that cold. We got the nice sweater. John ended up getting a different one. I can't even talk right now. Oh my God. It's like 20 degrees with the most ripping winds ever, but next up is the hot springs. It'll be so amazing.
Oh, it's so warm.
Dude, look at this.
Undoubtedly the most epic and perfect way to end day one in Iceland.
Dude, this could not be better. Hot springs at sunset in beautiful Iceland after all the things we have seen today. The bottom is like the softest mud sand in the world. The temperature of the water is just beyond perfect. We've got some Icelandic lager here to enjoy in the hot tub. In the Gulf. Oh, we'll cheers. Cheers in the fog. That's
to the Arctic.
Super fogged up.
To the Arctic. Wait, one more.
To the Arctic. We gotta hit them. Cheers.
Oh yeah.
See, this part of the hot spring here is like a bunch of moss. Really kills me to stand here outside of the hot spring right now because it is still just so cold and so windy. Whew. Secret Lagoon, thank you so much. It's past sunset now. John and Bryant are in the car. I just wanted to take a second in the ridiculous wind that is in Iceland to really try to, just for myself, to try to grasp like all the amazing things I've been able to experience today. That in itself, that hot spring, that is something I've wanted to do since I was a little kid, to go in a natural hot spring just like that. And let me tell you guys, it lived up to the hype. It lived up to the expectation. I didn't film much in there just because there's nothing to film. It's just something simple and peaceful and serene about being in like a geothermal hot spring, which was like probably 98, 99 degrees, just perfect temperature. Everything about the water, it was just as peaceful and calming of an experience as you can possibly imagine. Yeah, I'm kind of rambling at this point. Really cold in the wind. I'm gonna get back in the car, and then John and Bryant actually something to show me about all the gear we have. So we're kind of wrapping up our day in Iceland, but tomorrow and then the next 5 days we're gonna be in Greenland, which is kind of crazy because Iceland is an amazing place in itself that you could spend like at least a weekend, but for us it just kind of became a stopover on our journey to Greenland. But I'm very thankful I had the day here.
You guys ready to go shark fishing?
So right now I am back in John and Brian's hotel room right now. I'm absolutely just drained from the day. It was a crazy day, but I told you guys that I had to show you guys some of the gear we're using because today's video was all about seeing Iceland, seeing as much as we could see of the beautiful country, but the reason we're here is not to see Iceland. The reason we're in Iceland is because tomorrow we're going to Greenland, as I said. I just got a sight of the reel and...
what are we using this for, Chris?
Greenland shark. I feel like I haven't given you guys enough information about these fish or about the trip, and that's because I really have very little information for you guys. This was John's idea. This was, he was talking to a travel agent. He was a travel agent, right?
Finding a guide for these sharks is difficult. So I contacted a travel agency and I was like, look, maybe they know someone. Contacted them. Sure enough, they know someone within, or actually the owner of the travel agency. is willing to guide us. So he's never caught one before, but his business partner has caught 11 in 1 week. So therefore, that's enough to base a trip off of. So I emailed him, didn't hear back from this guy after like 3 months, and then finally he reached out to me basically before ice out here in Greenland, and here we are now. We got everything straight away. His name's Rasmus. He's never caught a shark before. We never caught a shark before. I don't know personally anyone who's ever caught one of these sharks before. So hopefully we're the first. Hopefully I'm the first to watch you catch a shark, and you're the first to watch me catch one.
With these absolute giant reels, how much line is on here? How many?
1,200.
1,200 yards, meters. And that's over half a mile of line?
Yes.
Because these things will live almost a mile and a half down, right? These fish are such a mysterious species of fish. I do feel like we've both just done a terrible job of explaining them, just because there's nothing to say. Like there's nothing on the internet about them. They're such a mysterious fish.
Nat Geo, National Geographic. If you go on their website and like look up like their shark section, and you click on the Greenland shark tab or whatever, they even express and elaborate how little they know. These are scientists.
All we know is that tomorrow we're going to be flying from Iceland to a really small city in the east side of Greenland, and then we're taking another ride to Tassalak, which is the tiny town of like 2,000 people that we are going to be fishing out of. There's no electricity on this place. They have to let us use a generator just to charge batteries, and we're going to be staying on a hut, and we're going to be shark fishing, halibut fishing. We don't know what we're going to be using for bait. We just know it's going to be dead meat of some sort. We don't know how many we're going to catch, what's a good day, what's a good week, like how big like a nice fish is. It's all totally new to us, and we're going to be learning along as you guys are. Like, the cool thing about these videos that are going to be coming up is as things are happening, it's going to be like a eureka moment to us, because we have to figure out everything on the fly. There's just no information on it, so I think that's why it makes it really cool. So now that we've talked your guys' ears off enough about the Greenland sharks and really given you guys pretty much no information, I'm going to leave it at that. The next couple of videos are hopefully going to be very interesting from our point of view. We're kind of sketched out about this trip just because there is such little information, but it should be interesting videos nonetheless. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't want to downplay how amazing Iceland was today, because it truly was. It's just we have a bigger task on our heads. This is nothing.
Talk about baby steps, and then tomorrow Pops throws us in the deep end of the pool. He pushes us right in there. It's like today we had the floaties on and we're going like this, and then tomorrow Pops Spartan kicks us into the
like, what's that 300 movie or 3000 movie? Just kicks them.
Was it Spartans? Yeah, they're Spartans.
Yeah, Spartans.
Yeah. We're just going straight in.
Very solid analogy. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more amazing Greenland videos.